Hi Sagittarius, happy birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-December 2025 love reading. Thanks to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, it's horizontally in front of us. It's what I call the Bridging the Gap spread. The way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the Bridging the Gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tower, on the right side we have the Romantic Tower. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Princess of Coins. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles in traditional tarot, and it could just be saying that you might have felt like actually turning this into a serious commitment with this person felt like it was just out of your reach, right? You might have felt like the opportunity just started to slip away as time went on. So you might have felt a little bit more optimistic about it initially, and then as time went on, you seemed to feel like it was less likely you could actually turn it into something solid. Past energy on their side, we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, so this could just be saying that at least partially this might have been why you were feeling that way, right? You guys are both in page energies here in the past, but with the Page of Swords, it could just be saying that maybe they weren't too comfortable with communicating their feelings, you know, because if we look at the candles there, they could represent the fiery energy, the passion, right? And then if we look at the way that they're holding the sword, which is a symbol of communication, doesn't like the smartest way to handle it, right? So it could just be one of those things where they might have struggled with the communication a little bit, and maybe their lack of confidence there might have made you feel a lack of confidence as to whether or not it could actually get off the ground in a solid way. Present energy on your side, we have Strength. So this is the major arcana card for Leo, and this could just be saying that now you might actually have more confidence as far as the potential for this connection goes. And, you know, this could also just be saying that possibly, at least for some of you, this might be someone who's at a distance from you, but maybe the communication lines have reopened now to where, you know, maybe in the past you were losing that faith that things could get serious, but now you might feel like there's more potential for it again, and you might feel like the spark is renewed within the connection as well. Present energy on their side, we have the World. So yeah, so this looks like this is saying that now as time's going on, you're actually seeing that they do have that potential to show up in a serious way, right? So again, like I said, it looks like you might have doubted that in the past, but now in the present, it looks like they're showing you that they do actually have more of an ability to show up in a serious way in a connection. Future energy on your side, we have Love. So this is the equivalent of the Lovers, and in traditional tarot, that's Gemini energy. Now, this could just be saying that, yeah, again, like I said, it feels like now things are moving in a positive direction as far as your perspective, as far as how this connection can work out between the two of you. And given that this is Gemini energy, which represents your 7th house of relationships too, that's definitely a good sign there. And this could just be saying that maybe with that Gemini full moon we had, that could have been what actually helped sway your feelings toward the connection in this direction. All right, and future energy on your side, we have the King of Wands. So this is Leo energy here, which technically you have in the present on your side too. But what this could just be saying for some of you anyways, that maybe this person might show a bit of inconsistency, right? Because if we look at that energy there, I mean, just by itself, the King of Wands energy is usually one of confidence, right? They're capable. But here, if we just look at the body language, right, the back's kind of turned to the cards on that side. We see them leaning back. Doesn't like anyone who's willing to put in a whole lot of effort, right? So you could just be saying that, yeah, maybe they do move in these spurts where one moment you could see, okay, yep, they're totally going to show up. They're going to give their best effort. They're going to be reliable, right? And then they might have these moments where they might feel like they're not giving much to the connection and just wrapped up in themselves a little bit. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Prince of Staves. So this is actually the court card for your sign. So it could just be saying that, yeah, on the one hand, this might get you more in tune with yourself, right, and your own needs. So, for example, let's say the Sagittarius archetype doesn't necessarily need that super serious connection 24/7 either, right? So, you might actually just be trying to figure out, like, okay, does this work, right? Where, okay, if I need them to show up in a serious way, they can, but yeah, also, if maybe I need a little space, I need to do my own thing too. So you could just be weighing the pros and cons and figuring out, like, okay, even if this wasn't initially what I thought I was looking for with that Princess of Coins energy in the past, like, well, would this actually work out more in my favor, or would I like something a bit more stable? Bottom of the deck energy on their side, we have the Five of Pentacles. So usually Five of Pentacles energy has a much darker energy to it overall. It usually represents two people going through a rough stretch, right? Maybe physical ailments, certain decks, the weather looks really bad outside, and it looks like they're just going through it, right? But here it looks like a lot more of a light and jovial energy. And this could just be pointing to, maybe that disconnect that the two of you had in the past, and now in the present, as they show up more, that could actually help restore that positive side of things after going through a Five of Pentacles energy in that regard. So, yeah, again, like I said, I feel like this person does have the ability to show up, but it's just a matter of maybe there's some inconsistency there. And then maybe as long as you could feel secure that, hey, if they do withdraw a little bit, it's not that they're losing interest or that they're interested in other people, it's just how they operate, right? So that could be something you're figuring out if you could deal with or not in the long run. See what the Oracle cards add to the mix first. We'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck here. Just going to give this a few shuffles. Okay, we'll take this card. And next I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So just going to give this a few shuffles now. Okay, we'll take this card, get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. All right, intuition, it says you already know the answer you seek. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because like I said, for some of you, looks like in the past you were losing faith. Now, as time is going on, it seems like you're actually growing in confidence as to whether or not this is a connection that could work for you or not. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Treasure Island. There's the artwork, and the number is 9. So yeah, we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. So yeah, it's an interesting message there because it definitely calls back to what I was saying, that for some of you, maybe you say to yourself, okay, yeah, this person can show up in a serious way when I need them to at times, but there's also an energy where they might come across a little inconsistent. But then, like I said, for some of you might realize, but you know what? I don't necessarily need that super serious connection all the time either. So maybe that's something that we could work through, right? So that ultimately might be what you guys are finding out there looking at that message. But yeah, we'll wrap up there. Once again, happy birthday. Hope you guys have a good holiday season and New Year as well. All right, bye.